Well. Our favorite blockchain has got another protocol, and this one is called TerraLand. Tokenized, fractional real estate. Let's get straight to it. Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Wajaha, and we've all been blessed again with another release within this amazing Terra ecosystem. This one is called TerraLand. This is a new project that's only recently come out, but I think it's pretty cool, so today that's what we're going to talk about. Just before we move on, if you're looking to stake your Luna, then go no further than 1-star validators. They're the best in the game. Go check them out, stake your Luna, earn some passive income, and I'll leave a link in the description below. TerraLand is a protocol enabling users like you and I to buy fractions of a real-life property in token form with the power of blockchain technology. So if you want to be part owner of a tower in London or a villa in Spain, well, you can now do so with TerraLand. The question is, why is this such a game changer? Well, you see, when investing in the traditional property market, especially in the context of kind of geographical portfolio diversification, there are a number of barriers that mean investing in property, especially in other countries, is extremely difficult. First, we have the issue of actually finding a property. You need to know the ins and outs of the local market. Then you've got all this admin work, you've got phone calls, emails, paperwork, the list goes on and on. When buying a property abroad, there's usually a range of additional costs and procedures, especially when it comes to buying the property, and then in the future when it comes to renting out the facility as well. Arguably one of the most important things as well, cost. Buying a property requires a ton of liquidity. You basically need to be a whale. You need a big investment, and to be honest, for most people, this is pretty much impossible. Most people who want exposure to the property market or the real estate market, they just don't have the funds to do so. From my experience, I think especially for young people, this is one of the largest barriers to entry, especially for people who are maybe only just at the start of their career. Now, with access to the internet, a Terra Station wallet, and a small amount of capital, this process is incredibly easy. So as you can imagine, TerraLand have created a platform for us to be able to do this, and I'm going to show you kind of how it works exactly. If you go to their website, you will find that there's a bunch of different properties that you can buy in different countries all over the world. Currently, they're offering a tower complex in London, but also some beautiful properties in Cyprus and Spain too. So how exactly does it work? Well, each of these properties is split into shares, and each share is worth a certain amount of UST. All this information is available on their website too. For each property, a fundraising starts in which people can basically buy up these shares, and that allows TerraLand to kind of build up that capital that they need to buy one of these properties. Each of these shares is purchased with UST, and for those of you who don't know, UST is an algorithmic stablecoin used within this kind of Terra ecosystem. It's one of the largest stablecoins by market cap, and 1 UST is equal to $1. Once the fundraise is ended and the property value has been collected, TerraLand have people in all of these different countries that basically go sort out the deals, do all the paperwork, and yeah, now you finally got exposure to this property. In fact, a separate company is created by TerraLand for each of the properties they have available. So by buying shares in one of these properties, you're actually buying shares in this company which owns the property itself. Once it's ready and live, you will receive tokens that represent your share of that property. An interesting thing is that if you want to undergo the contract, as far as I'm aware, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you can basically return your tokens and burn them, and now you can become the official owner of that company as well. However, in that case, if you wanted to sell or trade your tokens, you would not be able to do so anymore. From the day that the tokens are distributed to the investors, a secondary market opens up in which investors are able to kind of buy and sell these shares in an open market. Essentially what that means is that if you for some reason missed out on the initial fundraise, well, it doesn't really matter. You can basically wait until the secondary market is open and you can basically buy your shares then. For investors of the property, you will then get paid a dividends, which is essentially the income raised from that property itself. TerraLand have very nicely put some approximate figures on their website for the kind of returns that you may expect with some of these properties. And you know what? I think it's really nice. I never imagined that I would actually be able to get exposure to properties in other countries from the comfort of my home. You know, just the idea of me being in the UK and just kind of having exposure to a property in Spain or Cyprus, it's just kind of crazy to me. And you know, I'm really looking forward to the launch of some of these properties and just seeing how they do as well. For people looking for a diversified investment portfolio, I really do think that this kind of service is really good. TerraLand are literally getting people exposure to the real estate market, and I guess the real estate market is a little bit less volatile than crypto. In December, so literally this month, TerraLand have announced that the first properties will be available for sale to be bought with UST. I think it'll be pretty cool to see kind of what happens and how things play out. So yeah, if you want to kind of keep up to date with what's going on with TerraLand, You can follow them on Twitter or just join the Telegram as well. I find that they have a lot of announcements there as well. I couldn't make a video without talking about cryptos, so TerraLand do have their token as well. It's called the TLand token, and essentially it's a governance token. What that means is it's essentially a way for you to have a say on where TerraLand goes, where some of the development goes, and who knows, maybe in the future you even get to choose where TerraLand buy the next properties. It's a deflationary token, and you can do some interesting things like providing LP and staking for extra rewards, but I'll save that for another video. If you guys like this video, make sure you smash the like button, and I'll maybe consider doing another video focusing on the tokenomics and more information regarding the TerraLand token. I think an important aspect of all projects is basically looking at who's in the team and who's working on the project. You can find all the information on their website and see who they all are. They're all doxed, which is a really good thing, and they all have a finance or business or economics background. Again, I think that's a really good thing, and you can just do your own research by having a look and seeing who they all are on their website. Overall, what can I say? The Terra ecosystem is growing so quickly. There's so many projects coming out every single week. I can't even keep up with how many are coming out. And my reaction every time is just wow. Honestly, I think TerraLand has huge potential. This is something that's quite new in this blockchain space. There isn't many projects that are offering any sort of services like this. And I think, integrating blockchain with real estate is, something fresh. New ideas always drive innovation, and let's see how things play out. Time will tell, but I'm pretty excited for how things are going to play out with TerraLand. That's all I've got for you today. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below if you've got anything interesting to say, and I'll be back with another video soon.